What's going on, guys? It's Insomnatech here, back with another video, and yeah, we have a lot of stuff to talk about. Of course, last night was the Video Game Awards, and that was hosted by Jeff Keighley. It was a great show, a little long in the tooth. It ran around 3 hours, and tonight we have another presentation at PSX. That's the PlayStation Experience. I believe it's 8 or 8:30 Pacific. I don't know the exact time. I will link that down in the description. But let's talk about the Video Game Awards last night and what was shown, who won what, and what announcements happened. Don't go anywhere. Alright guys, last night at the Video Game Awards we had plenty of announcements and plenty of awards that were given out. First, I want to say I was extremely excited to see a game coming from Software. That is one of my favorite developers. Of course, I'm a huge Dark Souls fan, as many of you may know, and they did tease their upcoming project. We don't know if this is Bloodborne 2. The game actually really resembled, well, it wasn't the game, it was just the trailer picture that they showed, really resembled Bloodborne. It was kind of like a bone with a rope, and it had blood on it, kind of something that you would maybe look like it's extracting blood out of something, which is kind of like the theme of Bloodborne, which was really amazing. I'm really excited, and I really hope that they do show a lot more tonight at PSX. But for now, let's move on and see what other announcements were there last night. Of course, we had Legend of Zelda, the second Breath of the Wild expansion coming out. That came out last night. The expansion is called the Champions Ballad. They showed like this motorcycle thing that was really cool. They showed Link riding it. It was pretty cool. I haven't played Legend of Zelda yet, but Legend of Zelda is one of the games I did grow up on. Maybe I'll eventually get around to playing this game. I heard it's very fantastic and a game very much worth playing. In other Nintendo news, there at the Game Awards, there is Bayonetta 1 and 2 are both coming to Switch on February 16th, and also we are getting a Bayonetta 3, and that's being exclusively developed for the Nintendo Switch, which is very interesting because I do believe Bayonetta has come out on the PC recently. It was on PlayStation, but now it's specifically for Nintendo Switch. That's very interesting and pretty cool if you ask me. Moving on, now this one is very interesting. I thought it looked more like a horror slash sci-fi movie. It was the Death Stranding trailer. It was pretty cool if you ask me. I just don't know about how that's actually going to translate into gameplay. It looked more like a movie, and we all know when a movie gets turned into a video game, it's usually not that good. I really hope that's not the case with this game. Alright, moving on, we also had PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds show off their new desert map, Miramar. Miramar is the second map that'll be included in the game. The PC 1.0 launch is coming December 20th. The new map hits test servers at midnight last night and comes to Xbox in 2018. And that's some of the notable announcements that we had for the Game Awards. Let's move on to some of the actual awards and what I thought about them. Alright, first up we have Best Sports / Racing Game, which is interesting. I don't know why they tied in sports with racing. I know those could have been two different categories. Nonetheless, they did tie them in, and the winner was Forza Motorsport 7, and that is highly deserved if you ask me. This is one of the best racing games you can get, period, on any platform. Moving on, we have Best Role-Playing Game, and the winner of this category was Persona 5. Now, I haven't played Persona 5. I would personally probably give it to Divinity Original Sin 2. That game looks a lot better, and I know it actually set the whole RPG community on fire when that game came out. So, however, it may have diminished it a little bit, being that it's only on PC, but Persona 5's only on the PlayStation, so, you know, take that as you will. Persona 5 did take it. Either way, it's probably a good game. I just haven't played it. Moving on, Best action/adventure game, this goes to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I thought this game was definitely going to be taking it in a lot of these categories because Legend of Zelda, as you know, a lot of us play off of nostalgia, and this game really holds dear to my heart. I did play it on the original Nintendo a long time ago, years and years ago, and then I played it on, I believe it was the Nintendo 64 with the 3D version of Zelda, and it just blew my mind away at the time, and I love Legend of Zelda. I just haven't got to play this game just quite yet. I do have a Wii U. I don't hardly ever use it. I don't have a Switch. I do intend on getting a Switch, and maybe then I will play it. Okay, up next we have Best Action Game, and this goes to a game highly deserving of the category, Wolfenstein 2. Now, I played Wolfenstein the remake, and I played their DLC, which was a standalone game, and both of those games were fantastic. I can't give more praise to those two games. They were phenomenal. This game, everyone's saying, is even better than those, and that's a high praise, and I'm very glad that it won in this category. Much deserving. I do hope to get around to playing this very soon. This next category is an interesting one and a new category. It is Best Ongoing Game, the award for the game for outstanding development and ongoing content that evolves the player's experience over time. Now, this award went to Overwatch, which I think is very deserving of this award. They are amazing at community updates and giving the community free content. They're just fantastic at listening and doing what the player base asks them, which is very awesome. I highly recommend playing this game if you haven't picked it up. I do own it on PC, and I love that game. Next up, we have Games for Impact. This is more of like a which game had the most impact on you, and this one goes to Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. Now, this game is by Ninja Theory. This was a phenomenal game. I did play this. I haven't finished it. I did play probably about halfway through it and just haven't gone back to it, but I know that the game has some really good detailed subject matter. The game deals with, I believe it's psychosis, and big thumbs up to Ninja Theory for exploring that topic. Very good job. Next up, we have Best Art Direction, and this one I believe is highly deserved because this game had some amazing art, and just looking at the game being played is just a experience of and in itself. That game is Cuphead, and I believe this game is highly underrated by a lot of people and underplayed by a lot of people because of the difficulty levels. I haven't got around to playing it, but I really am thinking about picking it up this weekend. It is on sale for $16.99, I believe, on the Xbox store. That's an amazing deal. If you haven't picked it up, pick it up and play it, and let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Alright, and lastly we have Game of the Year, and this goes to none other than Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. They also won for Best Game Direction, which kind of coincides together with, I would say, Game of the Year, because it does have like the same similar meaning, you know, Game Direction and Game of the Year. Legend of Zelda, highly deserving of a game. Everyone was just blown away by this game when it came out, and I believe that was around February at the beginning of this year, but nonetheless the game is just a phenomenal game, and I can't wait to actually pick this one up. Let me know, guys, what you think. Would you have changed any of these games around? Would you have had a different Game of the Year? Some of the other nominees like Super Mario Odyssey, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, Persona 5, and Horizon Zero Dawn? Or would you have had none of those and picked a different game altogether? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Hey guys, that's it for my thoughts on the Game Awards. I want to thank you for tuning into my channel, The Insomnatech. Remember, you can find me on XboxNexus.com, on Facebook and Twitch /Insomnatech, or on Twitter @Insomnatech. Again, guys, thanks for tuning in. Please leave a like, and if you like what I do, think about subscribing.